In today's video, we're talking about checklists for your campervan. Hi guys, welcome back to dubventures. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tom and this is our campervan. Now today we're going to be talking about basic checklists that you'll need. It may be your first campervan journey that you've got coming up because we're all going to be travelling very soon. So excited, can't wait, yes. So like I said, today we're going to talk about a checklist of some items that you'll need for your first camping trip. And also all the other camping trips that you have coming up. So there's two very important things about when you're in your campervan. The first one is cooking and the second one is comfort. Now as we all know, in a campervan, space is very limited. So if it's just like one of the two of you that's going on your first campervan trip, you only need to take a plate each, a bowl each, some cutlery and a cup each. We would recommend like taking plastic, it's just easier. Obviously you don't want to be dropping it and things like that, so we always like to take plastic cutlery, you know, save for fancy stuff like special occasions and things. But also, you know, you're going to need a pot, a pan, you know, a frying pan, like I said, and some cutlery. You don't need to take your whole kitchen with you. What I will say is, because it's a mistake that like we made at the first few camping trips, how important a really sharp knife is. Take a sharp knife and don't forget a cutting board as well. Very important, as we found out. Also take some plastic food storage containers as well. That way, when you're cooking, you don't have to worry about making too much food. You can always put like your extra food that you've made in storage containers. You can always eat them the day after when you're out and about. Also guys, don't forget to take something like some washing up liquid and things like that so you can actually clean your dishes after you've used them. You can also use some sort of like antibacterial wipes as well if you want to like give them a clean with them, but yeah, don't forget something to clean them with. Again, a mistake that we made. Now it's not essential guys, because it took us like a good couple of years before we started doing things like this. But if you can get some type of cool box or something, doesn't even have to be one, you know, like an electric one. You can get like, you know, these like portable ones and things like that, and you can also get like the little bag ones you can put drinks in and things. Now we've actually used them in the past and actually put food in them. And do you know what? They work. I'd say for like 24 hours, they're good, they work, and they do keep your food cool, so that's something that you might want to think about as well. And you know what guys, a quick one to add to your checklist, paper towels. They come in so handy, believe me. Any little spillages, any food that you drop and things like that, you are going to need it, definitely. So it's definitely something that you should think about adding to your checklist. Right guys, gonna go for a little bit of a walk, so come and join me and we'll carry on talking about some items for a checklist that you're gonna need on your campervan trip. So guys, an essential for your checklist, what you need to take on your camping trip with you, it's water. Now, if you don't have a water storage facilities in your campervan, you know, obviously you can buy like bottles of water. You can get like big 5 litre, you know, containers that you can put it in. You can also get like water containers, you know, that you can store your water in. And obviously when you're on the road, you could actually fill up, you know, while you're on the road. But just make sure when you do like fill your water containers up that the water is actually drinkable water, because you know it needs to be sort of like clean and sanitary for you. So that's definitely something not to forget. Water. You'll actually be quite surprised how much water you actually use when you're, you know, on a camping trip, you know, because obviously you use it for drinking, you know, cleaning, you know, obviously hygiene and things like that. So you probably need more than you think. The other thing that you'll need to add to your checklist is disposable rubbish bags. Now, a quick tip here, what you want to try and do is, before you actually go on your camping trip, try and minimise the amount of waste that you're going to take. For example, you know, if you're going to be like taking certain foods that are going to like leave plastic waste and things like that, that's going to be quite bulky and everything, you know, for you to sort of like take. So try and like pre-plan what you're going to be eating and try and like, you know, minimize the actual amount of waste that you're going to produce. But obviously you need to take bin bags with you. You need to put all your rubbish in the bin bags once you've used it and then dispose of it properly. Hey guys, been walking about for about 40 minutes now. Oh, absolutely love being out and about. If you are wondering where Brooke and Thor is, Brooke's actually been on night shift, she's at home in bed, and Thor, well, he's like at home snuggling up with his mummy. So right, gonna head back to the van now. I'm gonna make some dinner, so let's go. Ooh, back in the van. Before I went out, guys, turn that diesel heater on. Nice and warm in there because it's pretty cold outside, so love it. Love being out and about, guys. Absolutely love it. Being out, going for a walk. Like I say, come back now. I'm going to make some dinner and carry on telling you about checklists you need for your camper van trip. Guys, whilst my egg sandwich is cooking there, let's have a talk about the checklist of like what you will need as far as like health and hygiene goes. Now, if you're going to be staying on a campsite and the facilities are open, obviously they have the showers and everything, so you know you're going to be fine with everything that you need there. But that being said, don't forget, like, you need a big towel and a little towel. Now, if the facilities are closed and you know you may be well camping, then you know you're going to need something to keep clean with. Now, things like baby wipes, you know, like portable showers, portable toilets, you know, whether it's chemical ones, you know, or like ones that, you know, like collapsible and foldable, as we have spoke about in other videos. You know, and things like pee bottles, you know, that you can get as well. You know, all very important and important on your checklist. Just be certain that you dispose of them accordingly, and you know, accordingly to the law as well. That's something that you need to look into. You can't just like dispose of it anywhere. You do need to dispose of it properly. The other thing as well that's really important as part of your checklist is you need to take a first aid kit with you as well. It's better to have it than to not have it. Right guys, my egg sandwich, I think it's ready, so yes, that's ready. Right, time to eat. Guys, don't you just love it when you can eat your dinner and then you've got a view like that? Love it, absolutely love it. Add to your checklist a little dustpan, you know, and like sweeping brush so that you can sweep little crumbs and things like that after you've done some cooking like that. Because believe me, if you're well camping, or even if you're not well camping, the slightest little bit of food that you leave in your van, it's going to attract little critters, and when they get in your van you can't get them out. So get in the habit of every time you cook something, clean up after yourself. Another thing, guys, that might be handy to add to your checklist is some mats like that. They're really handy to put your shoes on when you've been out and about. Hope you're taking note of all these little things, guys, because you know what, these things took us like years to like, you know, to remember as well, to sort of like take, you know, on your camping trips. We still forget things now, and it's a good idea to actually write a checklist down. So let's talk about sleeping facilities. Goes without saying, if you've got a rock and roll bed, or you know, any type of bed in your camper van, you're going to need like sheets, pillows, duvets, sleeping bags. And if you do have a rock and roll bed, it might be an idea to get a mattress topper. Now, our rock and roll bed is really comfortable, but Brooke for a long time was always insisting, let's get a mattress topper. Eventually we got one, and do you know what, it's one of the best things that we've done. Another, I would class this as an essential sort of like thing you want to add to your checklist, a basic toolkit. A basic toolkit can sort of like get you out of like little spots. I'll give you a quick example of that. We was in Scotland, this was a few years ago before we had the YouTube channel, and the rock and roll bed, one of the bars had slightly moved that actually locked the bed into position. Now if I didn't have like a basic toolkit, we wouldn't have been able to lock the bed in the bed position. And what could we have done? I don't know. So a basic toolkit really can help you out. Electric hookup, you don't actually have to have the facilities within the van to sort of like have an electric hookup. You can actually buy one that can connect to it, and you can actually like, you know, bring it in the van, and then you can use all the facilities that an electric hookup can offer. I'll put a picture up here just so that you get an idea. We use that all the time when we go to campsites, and do you know what? Again, I would class that as an essential one, especially if you're staying on a campsite and you don't have facilities within the van that requires electric. Torches, guys. Take quite a few torches with you when you go on your camping trips. If you're staying on a campsite, at night time they're very dark, and rightfully so, because people want like a peaceful night's sleep and so on. They don't want to be like, you know, bright lights everywhere. But generally campsites are quite like dark at night time, so you need to take a torch if you need to go to the bathroom, you know, or take your dog for a walk and things like that. And also if you're going for like a walk, if you're wild camping and things, you know, you definitely need a torch. Don't scrimp and scrape on your torches. The torch that we have, it costs us about £35. I'll put a link in the description for that, as I will with everything else that we've spoke about. But definitely don't scrimp on your torches. Get a quality one that will last, you know, and when you need it, it will work as you need it to. The other thing about having a powerful torch is as well, you know, if you are well camping, you might hear some like animals scurrying around outside. Quick flash of your light and things like that, they're gonna run off. So, you know, it's definitely a good idea. Do get a quality torch. Also, take spare batteries with you, and also take the charger packs that you can buy that, you know, you can plug like your phone cable in and things like that and charge your phone up on the go. Again, you know, they're really handy to have. We've got a couple of like different charger packs, you know, that we take with us. Even if we're staying in a campsite, we still take them, because if we go like hiking, you know, go for a long walk and things, good idea to take them with you as well. And guys, don't forget your table and chairs, so that wherever you are, you can sit outside if the weather's alright. Love it, guys. Just love being out and about, you know, love it. The other thing is as well, dress for the occasion. Before you go on camping trips, check the weather and things, you know, because you don't want to get on a camping trip and then you've not got, if it's raining, you don't want to have like your waterproof coat and things like that. You won't be able to explore and everything. That just like ruins it. You don't want to just go somewhere, park up, sleep, and then come back. You want to go and explore. So dress for the occasion and find out what the weather's going to be like, and then think about it. It's like, you don't want to be hiking about, you know, and like trainers and things like that. Get some proper footwear and things like that, because it'll really help you out. And guys, if you've got a dog, don't forget all your dog's essentials as well, you know, leads, harnesses, poo bags, food, you know, all different things like that. I mean, it's gonna like take time for you when you like do your checklist to find what works for you, but like I said, this video is just telling you some like basics that you definitely don't want to forget. Things like, you know, your phone charger cables, you know, don't forget like your phone, try and keep your phone charged up, you know, before you set off and things. Just simple things, you know, that you'll find, you know, as you do more like camping trips. The other thing is as well, if you do have a dog and you're going to take your dog on your camping trip with you, take a dog first aid kit as well. Now, something that I would say is essential to put in that dog first aid kit is a pair of tweezers, because your dog, it's possible if you're hiking, you're out and about and everything, your dog might get like something stuck in his paw or something. If you've got tweezers, you'll be able to pull it out, you know, and it's just something that we found, if we didn't have tweezers on a camping trip, it could have caused a lot of issues. We would have had to leave, you know, and like go and get that sorted. But a pair of tweezers is going to be ideal for your dog in the dog first aid kit. Guys, there's going to be so many more things that, you know, that you can take as a check, you know, like as part of your checklist when you're going on a camping trip. What we've listed today is just like sort of like the basics that, you know, to like get you like going type thing, because a lot of people have asked us recently, because they've got camping trips coming up. It's the first time, because they've been waiting for over a year to get out and about. You know, they've asked like what type of things that you need. They're just the basics that get you covered, that's going to allow you, you know, to be away for a couple of days, you know, without having to worry and everything. There is going to be a lot of things that I've not mentioned that you can take with you, and you know, everybody's different, because if you've got kids and things, that's a whole nother checklist. But obviously we don't have kids, so I can't really like say like what's essential to take, and you know, and things like that. Another thing is a bonus sort of like thing that you could take, some games and things, you know, that like when you sat in the van, you know, that you can sort of like chill out, you know, with your family, partner, whatever, you know, and just like, you know, just have a bit of relaxation time and everything. If there's some items that I've not mentioned, you know, that you say is like quite essential, you know, for like people that have not been camping in the camper van before, you know, put it in the comments below, because yes, there's going to be some things that I've missed, but like I said, we're just saying like a basic list to sort of like get you going type of thing. So Right guys, I think, do you know what, I'm going to go for a walk again. I'm going to go up there. Absolutely just love just being out and about. Love it guys. Beauty of owning a camper van. You can come, you can have your dinner, you can get out for a bit and everything. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you've been a long time viewer and you've not pressed that subscribe button, please consider pressing it. We really want our channel to grow and we've got so much more to bring you. And when we can start traveling guys, honestly, I promise you, we've got so much to bring you guys. So please do consider pressing that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well, so every time I put a video on, you'll get a notification that the video's up. And guys, it's free as well, and it really helps us really helps us out. Hit that like button as well, guys. Right, I'm just excited because I'm going to go in for another walk. So, guys, until the next one, bye for now.